Hi and welcome back. I hope you had a good Christmas and New Year's. A lot has happened over the break. And here are the stories for today. No Snap has come out. Schools in the US and the UK were hacked. And how the 2021 census was the first to show the LGBTQI plus population of the UK. To start, Noah Schnapp came out. Welcome to the community, Noah. We are so proud of you. I don't know if you've actually seen the TikTok video, but it said, I guess I'm closer to Will than I thought because he plays Will in the top Netflix show Stranger Things. I haven't watched it. To be frank, I accidentally peed myself when I saw the Demigorgon, but whatever. Now on to the hacking. Schools in the UK and the US have been hacked by the allegedly Russian-speaking group Vice City. One school was Pates Grammar School in Gloucestershire, targeted by said hacking group. A spokesperson said it took the security of its systems and data extremely seriously. But there have been documents released, seen by the BBC, that include child's special educational needs information, child passport scans, staff pay scales, and contract details taken in 2021 and 2022. It allegedly stole 500 gigabytes of data from the entire LA Unified School District, according to Wired. And apparently, the FBI in America has already released an alert on the group's activities. Now, I'm looking at this alert now. Okay. The Federal Bureau of Investigation, the Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency, and the Multi-State Information Sharing and Analysis Center are releasing this joint CSA to disseminate IOCs and TTPs associated with Vice City actors identified through FBI investigations as recently as September. The organizations have recently observed Vice City actors disproportionately targeting the education sector with ransomware attacks. Kindergarten to grade 12 institutions are seen as particularly lucrative targets due to the amount of sensitive student data. Now I'm going to look at the technical details. So I'm going to try and make it a bit easier to understand. So this advisory uses the Mitri Attack for Enterprise Framework version 11. Vice Society is an intrusion, exfiltration and extortion hacking group that first appeared in summer 2021, They do not use a ransomware variant of unique origin. Instead, the actors have currently deployed versions of Hello Kitty /Five Hands and Zeppelin ransomware, but may deploy other variants. They are likely to obtain initial network access through compromised credentials by exploiting internet-facing applications. Prior to deploying this ransomware, the actors spend time exploring the network and to increase accesses across the supposed people. And exfiltrating data, which is just taking data off the server, for double extortion, a tactic whereby actors threaten to publicly release sensitive data. They've been observed exploiting the print nightmare vulnerability to escalate privileges, and the IOCs, the indicators of compromising, are 2 specific email addresses, which I don't really think I should release, but I might just do it anyway because of the fact that the CISA is already released this. The email addresses are v-society.official@onionmail.org and vicesociety@onionmail.org. There's a Tor address which I will not release, and there's some IP addresses with their confidence level, and there's some hashes which I am not going to release. And that's all I'm going to say from that. One folder marked passports contain passport scans for pupils and parents going on school trips going back to 2011. So there's a lot of schools involved. Every school on this list have been contacted for comment. Carmel College in St Helens, Durham Johnson Comprehensive School, hacked in 2021, documents posted in 2022. Francis King School of English, London, Dublin. Gateway College, Hamilton, Leicester. Holy Family, RC and CE College in Hayward. Lambton School, Hounslow, London. Now, they issued a statement saying, teachers were aware of the breach, but we did not inform them of the data that was stolen. The ICO did not tell us to notify the data subjects. We blocked remote access to all but a small number of staff with 2-factor authentication, and all of our passwords have been reset. There's a lot more schools which I can't go through because we also have the 2021 census. And I only have 15 minutes, otherwise I won't post on YouTube. Yay! In 2021, the decennial census started asking for sexual orientation and gender identity. Now, a lot of people were like, why? But it's obviously to include more people. The census, which took place in England and Wales on the 21st of March 2021, offers a snapshot of the population. The total population of England and Wales is about 59.6 million. Completion of the sexual orientation and gender identity census was voluntary, but you still had to complete the census. London was the English region with the highest percentage of people who said the gender identity was different from the sex registered at birth, and Cardiff in Wales was the highest, in which saying that the sexual with the highest LGBT plus population, because for some reason they didn't include the T. Well, LGBT plus, because it was the sexual identity bit. Seven of the other local authorities was in the top 10 were in London. So that's quite a bit, you know. Census 2021, England and Wales population aged 16 plus, seeing their sexual orientation is straight or heterosexual, 89.4%, gay or lesbian, 1.5%, bisexual, 1.3%, all other sexual orientations, 0.3%, and did not answer, 7.5%. And of those, who selected other, 112,000, 0.23%, identified as pansexual, 28,000, 0.06%, described themselves as asexual, 15,000, 0.03%, said that they were queer, and 10,000, 0.02, wrote in a different sexual orientation. Respondents were also asked whether their gender identity matched their sex registered at birth. Those selected no were asked to fill in the text box describing their gender identity. Now, 93.5% said yes, it is the same. 0.5 said no, and did not answer was 6%. Of the people that said no, 118,000, 0.24%, did not provide a written response. 30,000 identified as non-binary, and 18,000 wrote down a different gender identity. Oh, those aged 16 or over who did not wish for their answers to be revealed to other members of their household were able to submit a separate form to keep their answers anonymous. Dr. Kevin Guion, a research fellow at the University of Glasgow and LGBT data expert, has called the information a landmark moment to inclusion. He urged that the figures be used to benefit communities. That is quite nice. The LGBT Foundation's Matthew Belfield said they would help the charity to better allocate resources. Scotland's census was delayed due to the pandemic, but its responses are expected to be released later. Northern Ireland didn't include a question about gender identity. The responses to its question on sexual orientation are also due to be published this year. Now, what do you think about all of those? No Snap coming out. We were all proud of you. If you comment anything different, I will find you. The schools being hacked. Now, that was surprising because I would have thought schools, especially since they handle such sensitive information, would be a lot more safer, especially with the way they handle data due to the GDPR, the General Data Protection Rules, I think. That's what it stands for. Regulation. That's what it stands for. So I would have thought it would have been a lot more safer. Now, the decennial census, I definitely think is a big step. I agree with Dr. Kevin Guion. But what do you think? Also, I'm looking for moderators for my Discord server, so email me at reepolar@currentevents@gmail.com or comment down below. Also, whilst I need to say, I have a couple more minutes. If you want to become a guest on this show, comment, email me, whatever. Thank you so much for listening, and bye.